Hello, Pisces. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so my name's Ben. I'm an intuitive reader, spiritual teacher, not just on YouTube, outside of YouTube. YouTube's just what I love to do to help people for free, because I know not everyone can afford stuff like this. Like, it's not super expensive, but, it just depends where you are in life. I've been pretty down too. I've been, next to nothing, so I get it. Even if you just don't want to buy a reading, that's your prerogative. So these are intended to be like personal readings, as long as it resonates with you. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't try to force it to fit. It won't be for everyone. Let's see, what else was I gonna say? I'm terrible with intros because I just like to get right into it. So we're just gonna do that. So we're gonna start here with the Mythic Tarot. This is my oldest tarot deck and my favorite. And we already got some cards flying out here, so we'll get into it. So we're going to be doing an as above, so below spread, as with the other signs we've done. So it's going to be above, below, within, without, the central focus, and then the key to piecing it all together. So we'll pull some cards here. Okay, and this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I am a Pisces rising. My sun sign is Virgo, my moon sign is Leo, and my Venus is in Libra, in case you're curious. So with me being a Pisces rising, I have heavy Pisces influence in my chart. So this is, love you, Pisces. Alright, so we'll pull a few more here. This is interesting so far. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay, and then we have one more here for the... Okay, that's two. I don't want two, please. Just one more. Oh, if you hear music, I have some Celtic music playing in the background. If you see smoke, I have some meditative incense going. It's aromatherapy. It's really cool. Wow, did you see that? Hold on, I actually have to go find that card. What the hell? That flew halfway across the room. Funny, when I started this video, I don't know if you saw me shuffle, this is the card that flew out and I put it back in, so that was meant to come out for sure. That one went flying. Alright. I'll put this deck back. And we'll pull... Oh, that was Hematite there. That's Apache Tear. Next we'll pull... We're only going to pull one of these cards. This is the Living with a Feather Heart Tarot, because these cards have really long meanings, and I'm going to read it from the book for you guys. So we're just going to pull one of these. They're based off the Emerald Tablets, which is amazing. That's where the, if you're not familiar with that, that's where the expression, or the phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without, is from those, from Thoth in ancient Egypt and Hermes. And that's what this deck is based off of. It says, I benefit with gratitude. Okay. So, we'll pull, this is Red Tiger's Eye on top of the Psychic Tarot, and this deck is absolutely gorgeous. It's just beautiful. Even has that beautiful gold trim with the purple. I'm just in love with it. So we're going to pull two of these. Hopefully just two, because I'm going to read these from the book too. I know what the meanings are, but I like to read it for you guys so that you can hear it from the book directly. Okay, wow, interesting. We have awareness and intuition. Those are very similar cards. I can already see where this reading's going for sure. And it's funny that this is for Pisces too, because we have so much heavy, like, spiritual and intuition influence in this reading. It makes sense for it to be the Pisces reading, because Pisceans are, they're the last sign of the zodiac. They're typically, like, don't take this in an ego way, but they're typically the more old souls, if you want to call it that, or the more, like, not advanced, but more experienced, like, soul-wise. Usually people that are born into a Pisces lifetime, they're born to be a Pisces for a reason, if that makes sense. So Because Pisces are so good with all of this, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me just get into the reading. So this first section here is the central focus, like the main focus, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but someone else had this for their central focus too. I want to say maybe it was Virgo, but anyway, so with this being the central focus, this is a Page of Pentacles, so this is an offer, but it's just a small offer because it's only a page, and it's a little guarded. So either you, someone you're dealing with, or whatever situation you're in, with this being the central focus is some sort of offer being made, but there's some sort of fear around it, surrounding it, and it makes sense with it being clarified by the Ten of Wands, but we'll get there. So up top, this section right here is the above section, so this is the heavenly influences that are surrounding you, even though you can't see them. So whatever it is that you believe in, it's your prerogative to believe in whatever you want. God, spirit, universe, nothing, I don't care, it's just literally up to you, but whatever you believe in, this is what they are, like, this is what's surrounding you, even though you can't, like, physically see it. So, with this being the Queen of Cups, what it's saying is you are very, very loved and protected right now from spirit. I'm just going to say spirit because that's what I believe in. I believe in the universe, your co-creators. But so spirit and your guides and everything are really surrounding you right now and showing you that you can be this Queen of Cups. You know, you can master your emotions and truly be balanced in that way. Because what I'm seeing here, especially with Pisces, because there is a lot of water in this reading, Pisces have a tendency to follow their heart a little too much, because Pisces have such a big heart, you know, and it can kind of cloud your judgment. So especially for Pisces, really remember to be logical at times, and sometimes what your heart desires isn't what's best for you. So Spirit wants you to know that you can still be this Queen of Cups, but just remember to be a queen about it. You know, don't be a page. Don't be someone that's kind of like doing exactly that, where you're just following your heart blindly and not really thinking about any consequences or what's best for you or if it's harmful to you in any way. So Spirit really wants you to just remember to be that loving person, but be a queen, you know, even if you're not a female. Just have those boundaries and self-respect, and don't be so overcome by emotion. And then down here, this is the below section. So this is the material influences that are surrounding you that you can actually see, touch, feel, whatever. This is the physical stuff. So it's the Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. So I know I haven't gotten into the rest of the reading yet, but what I'm seeing here is either you or the person you're dealing with was being very sneaky at some point. If they weren't being sneaky, they were just being deceptive. So it doesn't necessarily mean they were going behind your back, but they were hiding something from you, whether it be feelings, emotions, like whatever, even just like aspects of their life they may have been deceiving you about. Whatever it was, it made you feel stuck wherever you are. So whatever you're doing in your life, you felt trapped. You felt like you couldn't move on from this situation because, like I said with Pisces, they can be overcome with their emotions. So because you were following your heart and you really, really wanted this person, it was keeping you stuck. Like you weren't able to continue to work on yourself and grow because you were so focused on this situation. That's why Spirit is really saying, remember who you are. Remember to be a queen. Step back into your power. Yes, be emotional and have feelings for people, but don't let it like overtake you. Oh, excuse me. So that's what this card was saying here. Four of Pentacles can be selfishness, being stuck, no movement, very guarded. You know, it's not a very positive energy, I would say, but it's not negative either. It's really just stagnant energy. So that's what's happening in the material world. So what Spirit is saying is, yes, you feel this way, but you don't have to, okay? So that's what they wanted to remind you there. So in this section, this is the within section, and then this over here is the without section. So it's going to be a little confusing. Bear with me for a minute. So with the phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without, what affects your internal reality, or, excuse me, let me just explain it this way. What happens on the inside of you affects your external reality, and what happens on the external reality affects your inner world. So that's what these two spots are. So this is what's happening inside of you that's affecting your outside world. So internally, you really, really want to work on this, and you want to build with it, or this person does, take it however it fits. Honestly, I'm seeing it as this person wants to, but you're kind of over it. But we'll get there. So inside, you're just really, like, you don't want to give up on this. You really don't want to let it go. But then if you look over here, there's so much deception or sneakiness or something going on. It's causing you to be way too overburdened and way too overwhelmed and feeling stuck in your own life. So even though you really want to follow your heart because you care for this person, you want to work on it, there's something going on that either you don't know about or you do know about, and that's why it's stopping you. We'll get into it more when we get into the rest of the cards here, but so that's what's happening internally, and this is what's happening externally. So externally, like I said, there's a lot of sneaky, deceptive, hidden things going on. And this is also a card about intuition. So I feel like your intuition is telling you this. And this person is kind of just, they really don't know which way to go. And I just noticed the crab on this card. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. This is also, I think this is the Cancer card as well. So yeah, this is really interesting. So whatever this person is doing or whatever's happening in your reality, you're really like, you're just done. Like, you're overwhelmed. This guy's passed out down here. He's covered in wands. Like, you know, the 10 of wands is, the 10 is a completion of an energy, and this is wands. So this is too much going on, too much happening right now where you literally feel trapped like this guy is, just like I was saying here. You know, and maybe that's why you're feeling so guarded, because you want to offer something to this person, but you're afraid because of whatever you don't know. You know what you don't know, if that makes sense. Like, you know there's something happening, but you don't know what it is. Or if you do know what it is, you feel like you don't have enough proof to do something about it, like physical proof. That's why you feel stuck. Maybe your intuition is telling you all of this, but you haven't physically seen it yet, so you don't want to believe it. But you don't have to physically see something to know it's true. Your inner voice and your inner guidance is going to tell you everything you need to know. So that is really the situation going on here. And like I said, this is the 6th card for the spread here. So this is the card about balance, okay? Number 6 is the number of balance. And this is supposed to be the key to piecing it all together. So what I'm seeing is you gotta let this go for it to come together, if that makes sense. Because how are you gonna move on to something happy when you're feeling like this? You know what I mean? Like, something's gotta change here. And remember, if something's meant to be, it will always find its way back together no matter what. So if you let something go and it stays that way, then it wasn't meant for you. If you let something go and it comes back to you, that's how you know it was meant for you. Okay, so next we're going to read I Benefit with Gratitude from this deck here. Give me a second to find that in the book. 1 second here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I benefit with gratitude. Number 2. Okay. So, it's about a page, about 2 pages, so. But like I said, they are long meanings, but there's so much insight in just one of these cards, so it really would benefit you to listen to me reading this. I know it may take a minute. Take a deep breath. All right. I benefit with gratitude. A grateful heart is able to navigate the waters of life, afloat with the lightness of being. Living in the present and feeling gracious for every moment throughout the journey of life can be a challenge, but staying grateful through all the contrasts of living is what cultivates the spiritually adept navigator. Remembering the preciousness of time and understanding that there is a pattern, a geometry of the soul, even with perceived chaos, are the way to find order within the permanent impermanence of each experience. Nothing lasts, but nothing is lost. Seek the lesson and you will find yourself. We can allow time to weigh us down, to be a burden on our heart and mind, and ourselves to be victims of what we've been presented with, or we can seek the present, which is a gift of our story. If we allow time to be the author of our great epoch and breathe through the ebb in life's tide, we can live in gratitude even during stormy waters. There's a quote here, an Egyptian proverb. The seed cannot sprout upward without simultaneously sending roots into the ground. That's the as above, so below. What happens above happens below. What happens internally happens externally. Gratitude is a gravity which can ground us, but when we carry a heavy heart, we become anchored in a vicious cycle of wondering about the future and worrying about the past. Let go and look up. Find the bliss in being here by staying rooted in the grounding of gratitude. Holding on to a heavy heart will only drag your spirit down into an ocean of regret. Anything can change within an instant. Everything is constantly in flux, and nothing is guaranteed. When life is taken for granted, we live in a place of entitlement, and acting from this space is emitting an attitude that is less than ideal. Not one of us is entitled to anything. Not one of us is above the universal fabric of connectivity and consciousness. We are each but a single jewel in an infinite cosmic sea of gems. Not one shines brighter than the other. All is beautiful, all is perfect, all is divine. When one acts ungrateful, one becomes blind to the values of graciousness and falls victim to the traps that ego loves to set. Do you feel as though you are owed the world but not willing to work for it? Do you highlight your pain instead of shining a light on the darkness by keeping a grateful heart? Where is there room for improvement, and how can the 3 simple words, I am grateful, transform the space you are currently living in? Ask yourself why. Ask yourself how. Ask yourself what you will do to rectify this, and how you will apply the wisdom of gratitude to the story of your life. It is time to reflect and to project a more grateful mirror to those you are closest to. That is beautiful. I am just in love with this deck. So what this was saying here, to summarize, like we were saying, how can you move on to something happy and be grateful for what you have when you're so overburdened like this? Because when you're overburdened like that, you're not going to be appreciating what's in your life, because you're going to be so stuck and worried about what's happening that you don't know about that you forget to be grateful of what you already have in your life. You know, you're so focused on this situation that you forget that you can just drop these burdens, go back into your queen energy, and you'll no longer be stuck, and then you can work on your life, you know? Okay, let's read our 2 psychic oracle cards up here. These meanings are shorter, so it won't take me as long to read. Interesting, we have 1 and 2, and those are both black border. So those are both, in the regular tarot, those are considered major arcana cards. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yeah, they are. So, alright, so number 1, awareness, page 27. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So, yeah, literally, really? Wow. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got... Oh my god! So you literally have the Magician right here, and then the High Priestess right here. Those are the... Literally... Okay, so this might be a twin flame reading, if that applies to anyone, because the Magician is the Divine Masculine, and the Divine Feminine is the High Priestess. So this is our... I think this is... Yeah, if you have any tie to Virgo, whether it be in your chart or the person you're dealing with, check out that reading, because that was also a twin flame reading. Alright, so first we have awareness. Okay. It's number 1. This card is one of the key reminders that you already possess all of the tools to guide and direct you in your life. Whether it's wisdom, intuition, psychic skill, creativity, self-motivation, love, willpower, physical ability, or just pure courage, they're all a part of you. Once you learn to tap into and use them, you'll be amazed by the power and effect that they can have. You have the ability to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. Together you can manifest change, whatever the desire may be, and bring about a positive outcome. This card represents your ability to create your own reality, to set ideas into motion and watch them grow. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch direction, start a new project, or change careers. Now is the time to use positive thoughts, visualizations, and affirmations as you veer away from negativity. Knowledge is power and can lead you to success. By having faith, keeping your willpower strong and directed, and by tapping into the tools that you possess, as well as calling on the magic from the universe, you can accomplish anything and everything you set out to do. And in the tarot, it's the Magician. Wow, that is amazing. And literally the next one here is the High Priestess. We have intuition. So you can see that's the High Priestess there. Here's the Magician. Hold on, let me put this book down. He's literally manifesting whatever. He's got that complete circle. His chakras are completely aligned. He's living out of his crown chakra, and he's manifesting whatever it is he wants. And then you got the High Priestess here. She has such a connection to the spiritual realm. That's why I'm saying this is perfect for a Pisces reading, because Pisces have a natural ability to do that, more so than the other signs. This is just incredible. Okay, so we have intuition. Gotta talk fast. I gotta remember to breathe. Okay. Intuition is the language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights internally. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard the phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward, where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more disconcerting eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. And in the tarot, it's the High Priestess. So literally exactly what we are saying here. The biggest messages to take out of this reading is let go of all of these burdens, even if it means you have to let go of that person. Because it's not that you're letting go of that person, you're letting go of your attachment to that person. So that's what that means. You know, because when you release someone, you're releasing that energy, and once you release it and you accept it, that's when it comes back to you, you know? So the biggest lesson is just be grateful for what you do have, even though you don't have what you think your heart desires, because like I said, sometimes that's not what's best for you. You really got to follow your intuition first and foremost and listen to your guides and that inner voice inside of you. So, wow, Pisces, that's a beautiful reading. It may have sounded, not so positive, but it really is, because this is a turning point wherever you are in your situation where you've had enough. You've reached this 10. You need some sort of change has to happen, and make sure that if this applies to you and this resonates with you, please listen to the advice in this reading, because when you choose to ignore something like this and stay stubborn, that's how you'll bring a tower moment onto yourself, and Spirit will force you to learn that lesson, no matter how uncomfortable it's going to be. So it's best to, if you know something's best for you, do that instead of fighting it. Otherwise, the universe is going to make you do it, But yes, I hope you enjoyed that, Pisces. That was still a beautiful reading. Check out the Virgo reading if you want, if you have any tie to a Virgo. It was similar. But enjoy your day. Thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.